Let's take a look. Let's finally get into it, everybody. Because, like I said, I've only spent like $5 on this set so far. And I had a couple of wild cards and all that, so I had to consider like what could be most successful tonight. What can I spend the fewest like rare wild cards on and still feel like we're playing a lot of new cards? And I settled on mono red. Like I've already kind of pointed out a little bit, but I want to just restate here for the YouTube viewers. My rank is very likely tanked all the way into the ground. Just M19 tanked. It's bad because I haven't played ranked standard in like 2.5 months. We've been playing Brawl. I've been playing Pokemon. We've been looking at spoilers on stream. And mostly I've just been, waiting for the new set to come out. My rank is almost certainly bottom of the barrel bronze at this point. We're going to start the climb on stream again this season. And I think mono red's an appropriate way to do it, but we're going to dev it up like just a little bit. I want to play some new cards, and I think there's a total of like 10, 14, something like that in this deck. There's 10 and a half new cards because Ginger Brute doesn't really count as a new card. We'll get to why we're playing this in a second. We are playing Goddric. First new card we're going to look at here. This, really good with Kumano faces Kakazan because Kakazan comes into play for free basically on turn 3. You play Goddric, boom, he's a dragon, haste, flying, you get over. You feel really, really good about that. But there's other ways to proc Goddric in the deck. We got Squee. This will just, it's one guy that puts another thing out. Sometimes this will really help us, proc this Goddric, trigger this Goddric. But there's also stuff like Monstrous Rage. I'll talk more about this card in just a second, but this puts out a permanent, it puts a monster roll token into play. So pretty easy for just 1 mana to play this and something else on your turn and proc Goddric, right? So just bringing that up right now. But we've also got the card that I'm actually most excited about in this deck, maybe, is Raging Battle Mouse. I'll tell you why I made that qualifier in a second too. But Battle Mouse is 2 mana, it's a 2/1. The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. It does have Celebration. If 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control, a creature you control gets +1/+1 till end of turn at the beginning of combat. Not a bad ability for an aggro deck, but I am really focused on this kind of rampy ability. We're not going to play anything too expensive in this deck. It's not going to affect our curve radically or anything, but it is going to let us play a higher velocity of cards. We play cards faster, empty our hand, so I like that. And there's a few ways to facilitate this in the deck, Ginger Brute being probably the biggest one. There are going to be turns where, say, we can go Battle Mouse turn 2, and then turn 3, we can go like Monastery Swiftspear, Kumano faces Kakazan into Goddric or Squee, right? That seems pretty good if we drop a land on turn 3. Raging Battle Mouse does kind of make us need to hit our land drops a little bit to maximize the lines, but even if we don't hit our land drop, then on turn 3 we can go Monastery Swiftspear, Lightning Strike, and that's pretty good. Or Second Battle Mouse, that's not bad. Second Battle Mouse, I believe it does stack, so that seems good. But there's a lot of stuff to facilitate Battle Mouse. I don't love the stats on this alone, but you can kind of look at it as a 2 mana 3/2. Another card that I'm excited about is Monstrous Rage. This is the other new card in the deck. We briefly hit on it a second ago, but I might be the most excited about this card, kind of like, low-key. That's why I made the qualifier for Battle Mouse. Rage looks really good to me, man. It's basically +3/+1, and they get to keep the +1/+1 in trample like after the turn's over, and this is just 1 mana. I said that a lot of people I apparently sold on this point during spoiler season, if the comments section is to be believed. It makes a Monastery Swiftspear a 5/4 by itself. All you got to do is cast Monstrous Rage on the Swiftspear, boom, 5/4, 1 mana. It's pretty good. But it's also decent with Phoenix Chick, gets over for flying and does a bunch of damage and then continues to do 2 damage after that. Not bad. Ginger Brute, not bad. You can, make it a little bit bigger and then make it unblockable. That seems okay too. So there's some really cool stuff about Monstrous Rage in this deck, and I want to try it out. Also interesting that it gives, Thundering Raiju trample. It's already kind of big and puts counters on itself and other stuff. Goddric, right, giving it trample alongside the potential fire breathing ability. That's really important sometimes, I imagine. So we're going to try this deck out. I basically said, everything that's in it at this point, except for stuff you already know is in it. Like there's Play with Fire, there's Lightning Strike. Opponent goes first up against Casimir, and the hand looks okay. Let's try it out. Is that blue-black mana? Yep, best deck in the format. We could go Brute here, but I think we start with Kumano. Sure. This is not the matchup we want, but it's the matchup we're going to get a lot. I think that blue-black between both fairies, which I actually don't think will get played a lot. Oh, it's Grixis. And just the blue-black, you know, aggro deck that's already in standard. I think we'll see a lot of both of those tonight. See if we go Brute, hold up, play with fire, or do we go Felden? If we Felden, they probably have removal. I don't want to try it, though. Let's get it out of their hand. I was thinking Brute. They must not have any. That was quick. I was thinking Brute to get the +1/+1 counter might be neat. But I don't know how many blockers we have to worry about in this game. And if they do play... Oh, they play Invasion of Segovia. Well, that's 2 blockers. This is not the kind of deck that I thought it was. We did get a land this turn. That's good. It's Kinzen. We get our Etching. Now... There are definitely options, but I think that Squee is probably what we do. Let's go. Let's get attacking. That's what Mono Red does. They scoop it up. Yeah, I mean... Sorry. I feel... Yeah, Bronze Tier 4. I wasn't exactly sure, but I knew it. I knew we were at the very, very bottom. I just knew it. Well, that was the fastest game imaginable to start the night. I feel like the reverse of how I normally feel. We're the Mono Red deck beating down. Brand new format. Didn't play a single new card, although we have them in our hand. Which may tell you something, actually. We're playing against some sort of jank pile that I really would have liked to see more of. Opponent goes first. We have a chance at Battle Mouse turn 2, but I don't know that we should. Maybe we should. Maybe just, you know, maybe. Opponent goes. Let's let them do that. Hide 1986. Swamp turn 1. All right, we got a good 1-drop. That's pretty sick. Schemano. I want a Battle Mouse turn 2, but whether or not we draw a red source is going to probably heavily influence that decision. Or a Ginger Brute. We could also do that. Okay, we drew red source. So. I don't know, man. Hasty 3/3 is probably better, you know? Also, we can go Battle Mouse into Lightning Strike next turn. So, I like that. Forgot to mention these, like, turn 3 lines with Battle Mouse. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Felden. They're probably going to Shieldred next turn. If I had to guess. That's why they're playing Iron Crag Mono Black. And if they do that, there's going to be trouble. Yeah. Oh, it's red-black. It's going to kill him. Yeah, the Infernal Grasp. I'll put him at 14. 2 mana left. Just hold up removal. Yep. Okay, so we get our 2/2. We get the Foundry. We can Battle Mouse. Oh, that's neat. We can Battle Mouse, Brute, and then still have Lightning Strike up, or play with Fire up. So that's very cute. Let's try that. Target a creature you control. Brute. Can't get Go for the Throated. It can still get cut down, but we'll see. No removal. Okay. Go to 10. It's in the turn. I'm still wicked scared of Shieldred here. But I guess we can just 2-for-1 ourselves. We can take care of a Shelly. We've got it on board to do that. Beseech for what? For what? And they do bargain. I mean, it's got to be her, right? It's got to be her. It's got to be her. There she is. All right. All right, lady. That's whatever, man. So I guess that means we know they don't have one in their hand, right? We know that. So let's just pew pew. Crap. Man. I could see these Foundries actually kind of messing us up in the long run. But yeah, we got 2-for-1 ourselves, but I think it's worth it. Let's draw our card. It's a Lando, Calrissian. I'm gonna hold on to you. They scoop him up. Okay, cool. Well, we beat a Shelly. That's good. 2 in a row. Beat Mono Black, Beseech. I feel okay with that. We go first. Double Q Mono, Felden turn 2. Let's go. Let's hit it. Kumano. Alright, Jojo, what you got for me? Cool avatar over there. Mono Red Mirror, Kumano. Nice. Mishra's Foundry. Sure. Held on. Bang, bang. Slam it in, cram it in. See what creature they get on turn 2. They get a Phoenix Chick. Alright. Means we're winning the race. Get another land. That's a little poopy, but whatever. Kumano number 2 for us. Put him 15. Let's swing in and see if we need to protect etchings from play with fire. Oh, blown out. Blown completely out, son. Oh, I'm so sorry, son. Put you over my knee for a second. We put him at 7. They get their Kumano, though. Things could really turn around. We're on just lands now. Guess that's an argument for Monstrous Rage, right? Squee, here comes the sideways. Yeah, there's... Come on, boys. Who cares if I die this turn, right? We would have Raiju'd here. I was thinking about Foundrying, but we drew Raiju, so... 3 in a row. Quickest tier ever. Kinjutsu. Opponent goes first. That is 3 out of 4, man. I'm playing mono red, but I can't really complain. We have been winning. We get Gotti in our hand. John Gotti. Battle Mouse, too? Okay. Okay. Huh. Let's try him out. Opponent starts on tapped. Black-green. So let's just go Swift Spear. And then attack with... I took my hand off the mouse like it doesn't have haste. Okay. Branch Blight Stalker. 3/1 Toxic 2. Sick. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I get the feeling I will want to blow something else up that is not that this turn. So we'll see if we did that. Yeah, he's looking at it. Well, I guess we squee and kill it. That's whatever. I'm starting to be wary of this deck, though. Well, I can attack. Is this worded the way I want it to? It's tapped and attacking. Not okay. So boop. Select player or planeswalker to attack. Liliana, let's go. Okay. So they go to 15. We get rid of their walker, but now things start getting hairy, especially if they do have Shelly or something. Just removal. They go for the throat, the squee. I was kind of counting on that to attack next turn. I was gonna play Goddric. Can we do what I want to do? Can we play this? Yes. Yes, we can. Okay, so we tap to add blue up. And then we battle mouse. Yep. And then we can Gotti. Let's go. Big boy. 4/4 haste. Let's hit it. And he's going to get a counter. Or the token might get a counter. Kind of depends. Yeah, buddy. I guess I should give it to you. Right? No, you got a lot of cards in your hand. You have so many cards in your hand. I'm going to do the token. I don't know if that's correct or not. We'll see. They can still cut down this token, and that would be a waste. But they don't. Instead, they go to 9. Did they have another land? Okay, they have tapped land this turn. Which means they may not quite get there, even if they have removal. They're going to take out Goddric, I assume. Given the chance. And they just scoop instead. Man, we are... So Goddric! We got to see Goddric do the thing that game. Okay. Alright, are we there? Is this... Is I mean, I don't think it's much of a revelation that Mono Red is good, right? But we're playing Mono Red and we're using 10 whole slots differently than the deck usually does that. And the deck is still doing stuff. Dude, we battle moused into Goddric. We used both of our new cards in the same turn. That made Goddric swing haste flying, and it gave, you know, the battle mouse gave a counter to something the turn it came into play. Come on, dude. We're bound to lose one soon. Opponent keeps going first. Which they are here. We're playing against Kanji. And the hand looks okay, man. It's all right. Be even better if we draw double 1-drop, but we don't. So we'll see what we can do. Opponent starts on Forest. Forest. It's Canker Bloom. Okay. Draw Monstrous Rage. Yikes a little. This is not the best start. That's Raging Battle Mouse. And we'll see about this. We'll see. We'll see. Lucranos Reborn, that's bad. It's just really bad. It's no blocks to Canker Bloom. They were willing to get it off the table. Okay, we drew 1-drop. We drew 1-drop. You gonna do it? Oh my god, they take the block. Why did you take the block? I'm just surprised, I gotta say. Maybe they have another one. That would explain things to a degree. Augur of Autumn is the play this turn. No land drop. Nope, there it is. Okay, it came off the top. It did have to come off the top. No blocks. We'll go to 14. Mono green getting the drop on us, and they still have a bunch of cards. Here's Goddric. Not great this turn, but maybe good next turn if we squee now, but squee's not attacking this turn. Nothing is. I feel like this is I feel like if I play squee, it's a wasted turn, but I'm going to do this. And then no attacks. Wait, 2-3 holding us off. It sucks. We may go to 11 this turn. Depends. Yeah, Oddity. Yeah. Could go to 7 this turn. Nope, instead we'll just go to 10 maybe. No. They know they have us on the ropes. You're coming in with Augur too? Wow. Well, I think we are officially on the defensive. They'll probably let us keep Swift Spear, but who knows? Yeah, they do. Okay, we go to 7. They have all the board presence. I'd really like to have drawn a land. Not for Raiju, but I wanted to Goddric and still have Monstrous Rage up. That would have been good. Instead, I'm just going to say go. We're gonna lose this one, guys. I'm pretty sure. But we do have a trick up our sleeve. They played Loam Speaker into Canker Bloom. Running out of steam, but not by much. Yeah, you're tapped out. I'll have to draw a land next turn to survive if I want to do what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. I'm going to block the Bloom. Go to 3, so I'm pretty sure we're still dead on board, but if we draw a land, we might have a chance. We did. Okay. Let's play the Raiju. Should have played Goddric. Should have played Goddric. That was the problem there. Should have played Goddric. Good game. It still would be a good game, though. It wouldn't do anything. Having Monstrous Rage up here wouldn't do much, because all they really have to do is... I mean, this is... assuming they don't have another oddity in their hand or something. But all they really have to do is make a land. A creature. Swing in. And we have 2 blockers, but it's not enough. I think them getting to go first helped a lot, but we also stumbled. We didn't have a 1-drop, which kind of sucked. So we take our first loss of the night to a mono green deck, but that's going to happen. We had to beat up on Pelucranos. We had to double block the Pelucranos. Or we had to kill the Pelucranos. That cost us a 2-for-1 because we blocked the Battle Mouse. He just got way out in front. So opponent goes first. Again. I think we're getting to the point where I can say again. Oh, they don't even want to go first. They don't want to do that. They just give us a free victory on the ladder because they didn't like our hand or their hand or our name or their face or our face. Something happened there. We actually had a really good opener too. Whatever. Yeah, on the defensive is mono red, right where you want to be. I just didn't expect him to attack with the Augur. Gave me the chance to kill it, but I knew I was going to lose my squee and thus the ability to Goddric correctly. But at that point, even if we can, like, Goddric, it has haste, swing in. Come on, we're not going to win that race. So might as well throw Squee into the fire. Opponent goes first. All right, man. Decent opener. But, you know, come on. Not going to harp on it too much, but, you know. I think we've gone first once. Cheeky House Mouse! Nice! Opponent gives us a hello. We'll give him one back. Dude, Cheeky House Mouse. It's sick. It's so sick. Alright, let's Q mono this turn, actually. Let's save the Swift Spear for a possible turn 3, like, after Battle Mouse play. We'll make the Battle Mouse a 3-2. Bang. Hit us with the mouse, dude. So red, white, mouse. What does it mean, you know? Will I need all my red mana to do what I want to do? Probably. Oh, let's just do that. It's Battle Mouse. We are 3-2. It still can't block this House Mouse. And live. See what they do, though. This is an interesting deck we're up against. Ren's Resolve. Okay, they get their land drop, but it's a Bivouac. Is this a Heartfire or whatever? Heartflame Duelist? Yeah. Oh, they have the busted up back sleeves. I love those. Oh, they kill our Battle Mouse. It sucks, dude. Now it's war. It's going to kill us with the Savannah Lions. Boy, that's power creep, you know? A lion, a literal lion in 1993 is 2-1. And then in 2023, a mouse is a 2-1. This mouse can trade with the Savannah Lions. So we Swift Spear. We did need all of our red mana. We really kind of actually did. Kumano. Bing bong. Could have 13. Now you get to start playing cards that can Heartfire Duelist, Heartflame Duelist one of these guys. I'd really like to save this Play with Fire for the Duelist if it ever comes out to play. Because could be a very good card against us. See what Serial Kyra has in play here, because that's interesting so far. All we've really seen is mouse and like burn spells and a card draw spell, but could be a good deck. Red White Adventures, yeah, they duelist the Swift Spear. They spend all their mana on their turn. Do that. Play a tapped Bivouac, get in. We're at 14. We get a Monstrous Rage. It's not bad, but we're just gonna ride you. It's gonna be a big boy. Because of Kumano. Let's get in for 7, 8 in total, really. Well, 9, right? Because we have 2 guys with counters. Yeah, they're going to go to 5. That's a low life total. Very low. We have Play with Fire, Monstrous Rage up. We draw a land, we can do those 2 things and Foundry, I think. So that's pretty sexy. Are you getting in? No, don't do it. Don't do it. They don't. They have Wandering Emperor up. That's good to know. So we exile the Saga, return it to the Blah. Let's Mishra's Foundry. Let's tap Mishra's Foundry and then tap that. Oh crap. Let's undo. Let's tap the Mishra's Foundry just came into play. Not gonna give me tonight. Myself. Let's make the Foundry a creature. Just go much, much wider than a Wandering Emperor can handle. If that's what it is. You. Now what? What you gonna do? Play with fire? Ooh, oh. Oh, you gonna play with fire? You gonna play with fire it, man? Ooh, you gonna do that? You gonna do that? Do that? Let's stack things up here. Let's see if they try to kill it with another removal spell, but I don't think they want to use all their mana, you know, to do stuff like that. What you gonna do? You gonna put some on the stack again so I can just like play with fire the... Okay. Let's play with fire the House Mouse. I think that's actually the correct play. You would think maybe just hold up that, but... Witchstalker Frenzy the Raiju. Nice. Let's resolve some stuff. Let's resolve some spells, baby. You got Raiju out of your hair. Can you kill the etching? Yes. Say Witchstalker Frenzy again. That puts him at 4. But we kill the mouse and then bang in for the rest. Nice. All right, Kyra. Good game. Good game. Wow. There's a lot of stuff on the stack for an aggro versus aggro matchup. We rank up again. We go to tier 2. We're going to get to silver tonight. Easy. Pretty easy to get to silver. Hobbit birthday. We're turning 11T or whatever it is. Oh my god, we go first. We go first against cartoons. We get the Ginger Brute into Battle Mouse. Okay. Okay, let's go. Can't catch me. Let's hit him. Bang. I love a Raging Goblin, you know. It's like a 1-mana 1/1 ace. Oh, they play Island turn 1. Is it tempo? Could it be tempo? Raging Battle Mouse. Swing it on in. Alright, so what we need is a land. Sort of desperately. They're going to Virtue the Raging Battle Mouse anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's blue-black. We get another Battle Mouse. Not the land I wanted, but I'll take the Battle Mouse. Swing in, put him at 19, because they gain 2 off the Virtue. Here comes Invasion of Amonkhet. I guess I'll discard a Battle Mouse. That's a threat. Battle Mouse is a threat. I think it's the Rage. Ooh, that increases the clock so much, dude. And it's our only 1-drop, so if we draw a land this turn... Yeah, let's get rid of Battle Mouse. Let's do it. We drew a Rage. We should have just dropped it. Crap. Poop. Alright, so let's just do this. Let's... Monstrous Rage. I'm doing this all at sorcery speed, yes. It's because we have to get the trigger at the beginning of combat. Put it on the Brute. And swing 10. That's pretty good. Not bad, certainly. Now we have an ungo for the thribble, unblockable guy, so but they have Shieldred, so it doesn't matter so much. They Somnophage us. It's a 6/6, guys. It's big. Yeah, just Brute. God, 6/6 Phage. That's pretty gross. Pretty gross, dude. Especially if they can top it off with a Shelly or something. Hit it, Sugu. That is disgusting. We're gonna lose. Guarantee. Alright. Well. Tapped out. Tapped out. Tapped out. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do this. Maybe. What are you going to come in on? The Invasion? Anything in your yard? Shadar, Somnophage. Wait, do you have Menace or something? No. Okay. Pass, block. I think I'll... Yeah, we'll take the block. What would be incredible is like Monstrous Rage again. That would be good. Should I rip the Lightning Strike right now? Gives us more mana to use our turn. Sure. Sure. Kumano, that's good. Put him at 3. Ginger Brute can't be blocked. Put him at 1. Alright. Cartoons! This is your last chance. Virtue of Persistence would be disgusting. They go for Jace here. That would put him at 3, force us to draw Lightning Strike. Virtue would. Instead, they're going to mill the cards. They must have removal. Otherwise, you'd have minused the Ginger Brute. Okay, so us 7, they're going to get the Invasion, the Lazotep Convert. And it's going to enter as a copy of what? I was going to say Ginger Brute, but no, it can't do that. It's got to be a creature in a yard. Chick. Phoenix Chick. But it can't block anyway, right? So, is there a way? Is there a way they do this? There's nothing that like gains life when it ETBs? Nothing like that? Let's see what they do. I assume they have removal, right? They have to have removal for this. Or else they would have just used his removal ability. Swift Spear has haste. Swift Spear has haste. I didn't see the Swift Spear in there. Huh. sucks. Alright, let's go. Cool, cool. Yeah, die. Alright, thank you. Jeez. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, opponent goes first. We're up against Critty, I think. Something like that. Hand is fine. It's fine. Green, black. Is that the... Yeah, it's the creature land. So, Kumano double brute next turn? That's brutal. Perhaps. We'll see. Duress? Oh, wow. Get the strike or the rage. Well, no fancy tricks with rage this game. Oh, they took it. Okay. They didn't ask. They just took it. That's brute times 1. Brute times 2. What you gonna do? Boom, boom. You go to 16. But now they get to start playing good cards from their deck, so... See if we can keep it up. Yeah, Graveyard Trespasser. They know we're going to strike that. So we have to discard the Play with Fire. That's fine. Yes. Do I, or do I discard the Raiju? It's not like I have the lands to play the Raiju. And even if I do have the lands to play the Raiju, I'll probably still just want to send the Brutes in, and that takes mana. So, like, is it actually correct to discard the Raiju here? Am I nuts? Like, Raiju could be really good next turn. It could. Am I just assuming they're not going to play a Shieldred? Am I stupid? I keep assuming that, and they never do, so maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. This is actually really tough. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11 this turn. 10, 9 with the Play with Fire. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They take all this damage next turn, but they probably won't. So, put them at 6. And that's Ginger Brutes in 2 turns. Oh, that's so hard, dude. I'm going to try this line for science and get rid of the Raiju. I probably shouldn't do this. I fully acknowledge I shouldn't do that. But now we have Play with Fire up, and it can go face if we needed to. Right? Okay, so... Let's give it a shot. Is it Shelly? Do you have it? Do you have it? Do you have it? They have Huntsman's Redemption. Okay, that makes a 3-3. Okay. What do you do next turn? Oh, they have Duress. So we have to Play with Fire right now. Squee on top. Let's go. So if they block a Ginger Brute, which they won't, they'll block Squee, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total damage. 6. They go to 3 or something. Let's see. Let's just see about it. This one's coming down to the wire, man. They do block Squee. That's somewhat good news. So go to 3. They're dead on board to Ginger Brutes unless they have Haste Creature. They do sack. See if they go get Shieldred, but they've already missed the gain life trigger. So we'll see, man. Okay, land for turn. You got a land? So what 5-drop are you playing right now? You just want to kill multiple guys? What are you doing? Sweeper? That would suck. Yeah, Sweeper. God, no. Draw land. We didn't. We drew like one of the worst things we could draw to. If we drew land, we could Squee right now. But we didn't, so frickin' frack, you know? That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. It sucks. It sucks. They duress the rage out of our hand. Whatever. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Come on, man. Come on. Hold on. Huntsman's Redemption. It's a Thunder. Come on, Arena. Oh, we draw a card we can't cast. I guess it was good to get rid of the Raiju a few turns ago, right? Oh, that sucks. Sucks, man. They get their Shelly. We need to draw Lightning Strike right now. This is it. This is it. 3-2-1 Lightning Strike. It's a land. That's not good enough. That just isn't good enough. Fart. So dumb. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad, dude. If we'd have drawn... Oh, I'm so mad. We put them at 2. They go up to 4. But we keep a token in play. I'm going to try it like this. Going to try it like this. Go up to 4 when they draw this card. Now what? Underdog. Okay. Rage. Fine. It's gotta be Raiju, you know? No. Yeah, game's over. Game's over. I want one more turn. Oh, they're holding up Restless Cottage. Why do we keep drawing these? They were really good for a couple of games, and now they're just awful. Well, let's go in. They actually took the blocks on our guys. I mean, I knew they had to, but I thought they'd block differently. You got removal spell? Do you have removal spell? Do you? You go to 1 if you don't. Oh, okay. Beseiju the token off of him. Yes. Search my library. Submit. Okay. They stick to 5. Sucks our guy didn't have trample. Second shield trid. Oh, man. Oh, and we draw land. This is the game of my nightmares, dude. Just Arena had to give us one like this, didn't it? Arena had to give us one like this. It happens. There's nothing wrong with that. It happens. Every time, lol. Yep. Well, I think I'll good game them. I really don't think there's a way out of that hole. It was amazing that we almost dug our way out in the first place. Like, it kind of shouldn't have happened. The double Monstrous Rage play, like that, as close as we can get to digging our way out of that situation, but not quite. Let's get another one in. Not a matchup we expect to win. I think we did surprisingly well, honestly. Opponent goes. Somebody tell Arena that I'm playing an aggro deck. At least we get the cool playing field. Recruitment officer. Okay, so aggro v aggro. Let's Kimono turn 1. Coppercoat Vanguard comes in for 3. We don't have a creature to play for Kimono. It's the first time that's happened tonight. Let's just rage the Vanguard. Rage. Play with fire, the Vanguard. I was looking at Monstrous Rage. What this turn, then, merry sir? Adeline. All these cards that we are just terrible against. Plays aggro. Nothing but 4 and 5 toughness guys all night. At least we're winning games, though. We're doing really well tonight. Remarkably so. You're going to take this bait? There's no way, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you doing? I'm just honestly a little surprised by that. Bang, bang. And they go to 18, lose their Addy. Nice. Wow. All right. So what this turn? You got another one? That's why you did that? So fast and loose with your Adelines? No, here comes Coppercoat. Okay. And then... Gotta be something else. Yeah, ossification. Okay, well, let's just strike the Coppercoat. Take out our etching. Yeah. Draw land. We didn't. We did get a 3-drop though. Sick. That's great news. Bang them on in. Thalia. Okay. You have another thing to play? I could have sworn you only have 1 card in your hand. Yeah. Get out of here. Well, we can kill the Thalia. I guess we do that. Drew a lightning strike. We do need to get another land. I would feel much more secure. They draw land, it looks like. They highlighted all their lands to let us know, like, dude, I got 6 lands over here. Like, yeah, dude, I got 3 lands and 2 4-drops. Like, we both got it rough this game. But we put them at 5, so we're doing all right. Intrepid Ad. Makes itself a little bit bigger. You have lifelink, right? Yeah, I thought so. We still don't get the land. What? How is that possible? Alright, well. Let's just play Swift Spear so that we can fly over with Goddric and pump it twice. Activate ability. Activate ability. And our opponent's going to gain some life. Yeah, block a 1/1, bud. Or block the Swift Spear. It's even better, yeah. Bang! But you die anyway. Sorry, kid. Good game, though. Good game, aggro v aggro. They got to go first. We still pulled it off. I don't know how, but we did it. We were the removal deck that time. We removed like 3 of their guys. 2 of their guys, and then combat trick. That's what the combat trick. Killing their Adeline is what actually clinched that one. Alright, both Goddrics in our opener. No 1 or 2 drops. I almost want to ship this, considering we go first. What happens if we mull it? That's better. That's better for the early game. It's not much better for the late, but we'll try this. Put back a land. You can let me know whether or not you would have mulliganed that. I'm not too sure I did the right thing. But I think the throwback was correct. I think. Swift Spear. We can't... Well, we can Brute. We can. But they're going to swing anyway. Okay. So this turn, we should definitely play with fire this Swift Spear. And then Brute. You would think double Brute maybe, but nah, this is correct. Let's get in. Mono Red v Mono Red has been close tonight. I think it's been more or less 50-50. Maybe we can make good use of this Monstrous Rage. I'm just going to strangle the Brute. So here comes their removal in a guy turn. Yep, Phoenix Chick. Draw land. Here we go. Just drawing lands, baby. Let's just bang in for now. Say go. I'm going to keep this Rage up. I feel like it may be vital at some point. We'll see. 3rd land. Furnace Punisher. Okay, it's just a 3-mana 3/3 menace. Sure. Strike. Kind of needed it. Thanks. Let's Lightning Strike the Furnace Punisher. Put him at 11. We're winning the race for now. I'm still not using this Rage yet. Ask yourself. You know a piece of Pokemon advice that I read that I think resonates a lot with Magic, and it's so obvious, right? Like it's very obvious in terms of like advice, but it's just something that you don't think about unless you think about it. If that makes any sense at all. I'm sure it doesn't. They did get a land off the Warcrafting. Let's see if they can do something else with it. But yeah, Pokemon, all your cards are effectively free. There's no like casting cost on cards. So there's this tendency to run your... We drew another land. You guys are seeing this, right? All right, so let's get in with Brute. Sucks. This is a bad game of Magic. Really need to draw a real card. But yeah, just you tend to play all your cards very quickly, or at least there's a tendency to want to do that in Pokemon. So the piece of advice was really think to yourself, do I have to play this card right now? Is this the turn to play this card? Here they come. And I ported that over to Magic, and I know that obviously this is something you kind of ask yourself anyway, but it wasn't something that I thought to always ask myself. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm a little quiet right now because I'm focusing on the race. They go to 7. We are at 12. We have Monstrous Rage, and they do not know that. But they do have removal. They got 1 card left in their hand. Is it removal? Lightning Strike our face. That's an interesting decision. We go to 9. 6. Possibly 4. We could... It's... Dying is on the table this turn. Yeah, here comes Foundry. We can put him at 1, I believe. Is this card really removal? No, it's just another Feldon. Oh, they want it to be bigger. Okay. Okay. We need a damage. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we'll go to 3. Come on. Come on. Come on, card. It can be a Swift Sphere. It can be a land. It can be a Play with Fire. It can be another Monstrous Rage. It can be a Ginger Brute. It can be any card in the deck besides a land, almost. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it can be a Thundering Raiju. Almost anything in the deck is going to win us the game here. Thundering Raiju. Okay, cool. Jeez Louise. Die. Oh, man. Closer than it should have been. They're at -1. Lord. Oh, I just knew it was going to be a land off the top. I'm sitting here naming all the outs, and then I realized that, like, literally, Humana faces Kakazan wins the game. Like, literally every card in the deck is an out, except a land. Oh, we did it. Daddy Clake is our victim. We moved up almost an entire whole tier tonight, playing mono red with a bunch of new cards in it. Ginger Brute. Let's go back to the deck list here to kind of finish up. Talk about some stuff, you know, hang for a bit. We also get to buy another pack before the night's over. That's fun. But let's look at mono red mouse here. Okay, so what worked, what didn't? The times that we got Goddric, I was actually pretty surprised. This helped win us a couple of games. I think there was one where we drew it off the top of the library and it won us the game, which is sick because haste is great. Just haste is haste, but that was necessary. As far as all the new stuff, Monstrous Rage took a couple opponents by surprise there, obviously. It was very good in a few matchups, but kind of sat in our hand in a couple of others, right? It's not its fault that it sat in our hand in that last match. The only reason it did is because we drew Thundering Raiju. We'd have drawn like any other card, we probably would have raged too, right? But there are a few games where this didn't do everything, but there were other games where it took out Sheldred, other games where it did way too much damage, you know, out of nowhere. So I think Rage is a good card, but I think it goes in more of these Swift Spear dominated builds that also play, you know, other prowess creatures. Sometimes you see that 2-mana 2/2 prowess guy that can transform into prowess. I think Rage is good there. Sometimes you'll see Cacophony Scamp, the thing that, like, you can sacrifice it. It deals damage to a target equal to its power, right? That guy. Monstrous Rage probably goes well in these builds of mono red. However, in this build, it does put a thing on the table that's good with Raging Battle Mouse, right? And it's just a cheap spell to cast. That is also, as it turns out, good with Raging Battle Mouse because the wording is interesting on this card, right? The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Does not matter what kind of spell you cast. Instant, sorcery, enchantment, whatever. Always costs 1 less to cast. But it does care if 2 or more non-land permanents entered the battlefield. So, you know, these instants and sorceries like Monstrous Rage that are super cheap to cast and put a permanent into play, really, really good with Battle Mouse. So I like that a good bit because it satisfies the second condition, and that second condition on Battle Mouse, giving a creature +1/+1 till end of turn at the beginning of combat, way better than I thought it was going to be. I gave it a little bit of credit at the beginning, but there were a couple times where that was fairly clutch, right? So altogether, as long as Battle Mouse doesn't get killed, and that is actually kind of, this is the biggest problem with the deck based on our experiences tonight, at least it's the biggest problem with Battle Mouse, is that it dies to cut down, it dies to play with fire, it dies to just every removal spell in the format. And especially if you're, you know, really, regardless of whether you're on the play or on the draw, this card often has to last a turn in play before it can really ramp you. However, I like that about Ginger Brute. We got the Raging Battle Mouse Ginger Brute line on turn 2 like 2 or 3 times tonight, at least twice. And that always feels really good. If they do kill your Battle Mouse, they can't kill your Brute. I feel like there were multiple times tonight that Ginger Brute wasn't targeted by Go for the Throat because it can't be, right? So I think that happened a couple of times. Brute was actually kind of impressive. There were a couple games we were trying to like race with Brute, unblockable Brute. There were a couple times like our opponent got Invasion of Amonkhet and then had to make a Monastery Swift Spear. Like they wouldn't have done that if they didn't have to block Ginger Brute, you know? Like, Ginger Brute is a scary dude some of the time, especially with Monstrous Rage in the deck, especially with Battle Mouse in the deck, especially with Kumano in the deck, just making it a little bigger, harder to block. You know, it's a sweet little version of Mono Red, man. It really is. There are some foibles. You don't like Swift Spear into Battle Mouse because you're not growing your Swift Spear and attacking that turn, right? But Kumano into Battle Mouse into Swift Spear into 3-drop, we saw that twice tonight. Very freaking slick. Like, Battle Mouse is a good 2-drop. I think that, you know, the deck wants to be a fast deck. That's why I think you see these decks cutting Bloodthirsty Adversary so often nowadays, is because it's a 2/2 haste. It does see play every now and again in this deck. Like I said, it's getting cut more often now. The last maybe 6 weeks. You don't see it as often. That's because the reach is good. Reach is very good, but reach isn't necessarily the name of the game when it comes to Mono Red, right? You want to go fast in this deck, and Battle Mouse really does help you go a lot faster, whether you're getting that free Ginger Brood or, you know, 1-drop into 3-drop on the next turn or whatever. It just all feels really good to go like Swift Spear Goddric, Swift Spear Squee on turn 3, right? Just disgusting. Just disgusting. So I really like this. It also kind of helps you if you don't draw your lands, right? We discussed that. Where if you Battle Mouse, don't draw your 3rd land, you can still like Lightning Strike Swift Spear, or Swift Spear Lightning Strike more likely. And that's really good. These are all great lines. Tonight we got flooded a few times. But again, I think the lines are there. And you just have to cut cards that the deck is cutting anyway. Like the deck is cutting Bloodthirsty Adversary from time to time. And there's even, I've seen a lot of decks that don't play Reckless Stormseeker anymore. So I just really don't feel bad about playing Goddric. I don't feel bad about playing Battle Mouse. These are fantastic.